people that have not been getting a paycheck and their families are struggling. And so I did put on LinkedIn a notice indicating that I would do some complimentary financial guidance to anybody in the military who had been laid off or who was struggling with their financial questions. I think we're living in a very difficult time financially, and even with clients. I'm kind of a revolutionary financial planner in the sense that I plan people out to age 100, Ziggy, because we're all living longer due to modern medicine.
Yep.
And this idea that we're going to be retiring when we're 65 or in that age and have saved enough money for the next 35, 40 years is just not reasonable. And we're not going to have the retirement our parents and grandparents had.
We have got a great guest with us today. Nancy Hite is with us. We have our next guest, who is a fabulous musician. She is going to be coming up. Stephanie is going to be with us here in just a few, as soon as we wrap things up here with Nancy. So Nancy, what motivated you to create the Strategic Wealth Advisor and focus on helping some of your clients navigate financial transitions?
Well, I was fortunate enough, in some respects, growing up, we had pretty much what we needed, but I found that there were many people around us and relatives who were struggling financially. I started out as a school teacher in Massachusetts, was elected to tenure, and then I said, well, what does tenure mean? Tenure means that we don't have to come back and review you anymore. I said, that doesn't make sense. After 3 years, nobody's going to try to improve me. I'm sure I need improvement. So they said, no, we don't do that once you're in the union. So I got a little frustrated with that. And I said, I've got to be someplace where I'm always improving and helping people. That was really my goal. And that's how I started getting in the financial area. And I found that there were many people that needed some direction and advice as far as what are their goals, what kind of, how do they go from point A to point B, and so forth and so on. So that's how I kind of got started with it. And being that I'm at like education, I probably have more credentials now than letters in my name.
Nancy Hite with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. We have got our next guest coming up here in just a few, as soon as we wrap things up here with Nancy. So you've written The Retirement Mirage, Time to Think Differently. Can you share one of the key insights into that book that's especially relevant during times of financial uncertainty, Nancy?
Well, you can get that on Amazon. It was #1 when it came out a couple of years ago. And basically what I talk about is just what I had just said. In 2025, in this age, actually over the last couple of years, because of the great advances in modern medicine, we are living longer. We need to prepare for that. And we need to make sure we have the proper health care. And we need to be also physically taking care of ourselves so that we can enjoy the years. Because when I was growing up, age 65, Ziggy, was considered old age. Today, it's now middle age. So we need to rethink exactly what is happening. So, many times people need to continue. If you love the profession you're in, like you and I do, we don't plan on retiring. We plan on just keep going and going. And I always encourage people also to keep their hobbies up, because many times if you're decent in your hobby, you can educate other people about your skill, whether it's in golf or dancing or whatever it is, and you can make a few extra bucks that way. So, and of course, when we're doing our hobbies, we never think we're working. And that's always a good mental attitude. And not everybody, Ziggy, is as fortunate as you and I are. You've asked a very good question, is to, what do we need to do going forward to make it happen? And that's really the key issue.
We have got Nancy Hite with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast. So, for government employees or military personnel currently facing some of these furloughs or these delayed paychecks, what are the first steps they should take to stabilize their finances, Nancy?
Well, the first thing we want to know is what are their current needs? How much money do they need, let's say, on a monthly basis to maintain their standard of living? So we
Okay.
take a look at that, and then we see where are we spending the money. We all have issues when we go into the grocery store and we see something, a piece of meat or something in the dairy counter that we'd love to have and eat. And then we see the price and we say, oh my goodness, not this week. And so we don't take that one.
That's awesome.
All right. So the issue becomes how many of those things are we doing that really we need to put off and maybe just take them once in a while and have them as a treat as opposed to having them all the time. So we try to make it easy. KASS, keep it simple, sweetie.
That's awesome.
I don't do any brain surgery. This is something that no matter where you are, if I'm in Florida, I do offer my services around the country, where we can sit down and see what are your main issues? What are you trying to accomplish? And then we there's never one answer. And being a fiduciary, my main focus is to make sure that I'm doing the things that are right for you. And it's not about products. And there isn't any product I don't have access to, but I'm not a product salesman. I'm here to really kind of get inside your head and help you and give you the choices so you can make your own decisions. And I'll just give you what the different choices are. For example, many times people have retirement plans, but they don't even know what a Roth retirement plan is and what the benefits are of that. And maybe it isn't offered. Recently, I wrote a letter to the president and our current treasurer asking that they help Congress pass a bill where Roth accounts are required for options inside 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, no matter what you have, so that you have a choice whether you want to pay the taxes now and have it grow tax deferred and take it out tax free. Is there anyone who doesn't like tax-free money, Ziggy?
That's awesome.
If you have a regular account, the IRS loves you because you're going to be paying taxes when you take it out. And and if you're a good saver and it's growing well, as we had an up market, what happens is you end up paying more taxes at the end than you would have if you paid a little bit at the beginning. So you either can pay taxes on $100 or on $5,000. It's always cheaper to pay it on 100.
Yes. We have got Nancy Hite with us today. She joins us live here on our big broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today. And she joins us talking a little bit about all the different things going on with finances and things of that nature. So, Nancy, you have got a lot of great things going on. If you could give one piece of advice to every government worker or military family facing uncertainty right now, what would that be, my friend?
Well, I know you're struggling financially, so I guess the main thing would be to give me a call and let me see if I have any solutions for you. There's no cost to do that. It's my pleasure. I'm really looking forward to talking with you. Every person has different issues. And so there isn't one issue, but I'm kind of like your financial doctor. If you hurt your knee, you're in trouble. You don't necessarily go to the internet and ask, somebody on the internet, what should I do? You go to your medical doctor. Well, think about me as being your financial.
Well, I don't know anymore. It seems like people are consulting their AI chatbots and all those things.
So
the Google lawyers and the Twitter lawyers.
When you go to a specialist, you're going to get somebody who's directed just at you for that time, and it becomes very personalized. So whether it's a food issue, whether it's a money issue, whether it's exercise, there are all kinds of different things to help keep you healthful, and also the mental aspect of it. If you're having financial difficulties, most people end up not sleeping at night. It's on their mind. So we need to talk about how we can correct that to some extent so that we can help you stay healthful and be able to do the things you want to do.
Well, Nancy, I really appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on our broadcast and chatting with us. Before we let you go, I definitely want to have you back and cover the book a little bit more in detail. But before we let you go for today, how do people get information on you and everything you've talked about with us today?
Well, my webpage is thestrategicwealthadvisor.com. You can get that. I'm also on LinkedIn. I think you might have my phone number, 561. That's a Florida number. My office number, 561-997-8800. Or if you'd like, you can just send me an email to Hite at The Strategic Wealth Advisor, and I will get that and I will get back to you.